So clear. So
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session in Journey Within Sahaja Yoga. We are lucky to have today a long-term Sahaja Yoga practitioner and musician, Mr. Sanjay Roshan Talwar from India. Thank you, sir, for volunteering to do the meditation today on Vishuddhi Chakra. I'll hand over to you now to continue the session. Thank you.
hello everybody, and a very good evening to all of you. If you are in Australia and elsewhere, a very good day. Thank you, Everwind team and Journey Within, for inviting me for this beautiful session. Today, we will start every Friday. We will do speak on the Vishuddhi Chakra. So this is a vast subject, and it needs a bit of an introduction. Most of you know about this chakra, but all I have to say is that this is the chakra which helps us to identify ourselves with ourselves and with the world around us. It's the chakra which takes us from the unconscious to the collective consciousness. This is a beautiful transition, and I will not stand between you and Shri Mataji, who has awakened this chakra within us by the awakening of the Kundalini, and she will say a few words to you, and then we will carry on this program. Thank you. Would you like to play the talk?
At the Vishuddhi Chakra, we become complete. When the Sahasrara is opened out for you and you start feeling the vibrations, you are not yet fully complete. Once the Sahasrara is opened out, then you have to come down to your Vishuddhi Chakra. That means to your collective. If it is not working on your Vishuddhi Chakra, the enlightenment on Vishuddhi Chakra, you cannot feel the vibrations. All that is expressed through your fingers and hands achieves that new awareness of creating the madhurya, the sweetness. In your art, in your music, in your gestures, In every way, your hands are very important. Vishuddhi Chakra also plays part as 16 the subplexuses which look after our face, our ears, nose, eyes, neck. All these things are looked after by Vishuddhi Chakra. As a result, also, you can become great actors. You can have eyes which are innocent. You can have a skin which is shining. You can have ears which can hear the divine music. You can have a nose which shows your dignity. In the same way, your whole facial expression changes.
So as now you must have noticed, Shri Mataji is talking about the subtle system within us, the diagram that you just saw. And if we were to have another diagram of the subtle system here on the screen, I could just briefly give you a recap of what this was about. This was the subtle body within us that was shown to you in a video format. And here is a two-dimensional picture of it, of the man with his hands open. We all are aware of this system, but just a quick recap that there are three energy centers, the left, the right, and the center. So the left is the desires channel, the right is the action channel, and the center is the channel of evolution. And inside the central channel, we have these 7 chakras. One is below the Muladhara, which is the Muladhara chakra, and the Kundalini is residing in 3.5 coils in the bone, sacrum bone, which is we are born with it, and it's in a sleeping state before realization. Now this Kundalini rises above and it crosses these 6 chakras above it on the central channel. So the first chakra, which it crosses, the Swadhisthana chakra, which is where we are able to imbibe all the knowledge and the creativity of the Lord that has been imparted to us as human beings. So here we identify with that status of ours. Then we go up, we go to the Navi chakra, which is the central, which is the chakra which controls our well-being. And so in the well-being part, we are always concerned about our livelihood and how are we going to survive in this world. Around that is a green area called the Bhavsagara, which is the ocean of illusion. And the Swadhisthana chakra runs around it and gives its boundaries. So this is our basically called our Guru Tattva, which is the area of our mastery. And the Kundalini, when it transfers our energy of creativity through our energy of sustenance, it breaks out of this and makes us what we call it as dharmic. And we then touch upon the heart chakra, which is the 3rd chakra above the Kundalini. At this chakra, we identify ourselves with fearlessness. We identify ourselves with true love, which resides in the heart on the left side, which is where our spirit is. So that is all that's being shown to you in this diagram. As the Kundalini rises beyond the heart chakra, it touches the 4th center above the Kundalini, which is the 5th center called the Vishuddhi chakra, or the chakra of collectivity. It is here, as Mother had mentioned in her tape, that we are able to decipher from good to bad through vibrations. This is where the vibrations start flowing into our central nervous system. This chakra opens a door to our communication with the all-pervading power above us and the world around us through our central nervous system. It's a very important chakra. And this is the chakra where we will be focusing our meditation for the next 7 sessions. Anyway, to give a complete update on this diagram, as the Kundalini crosses above the the fourth chakra, which enters the Agnya chakra, which is the sixth chakra, which is this chakra at which which crosses the optic chiasma, the two sides of the left and the right, which is the action and the desire. They cross in the middle of the optic chiasma, which is in the center of the brain, and it controls our eyes at the back of the head, and it also controls our ego and superego, which is the two balloons that you see are forming on the right and the left side, just above on the brain side. And when the Kundalini touches this chakra, it automatically sucks in these two balloons of the ego and the superego, and it opens the gateway to heaven, which is actually the Sahasrara chakra, from where we are able to connect with the all-pervading power. So this flower that you see on top of your head, your Sahasrara, which is on the top of the fontanelle bone area, which is soft when you were born, this opens subtly, and your Kundalini connects to the all-pervading power of God's love, which is around us. And here, the state is called self-realization. This is something that we all have achieved, and I'm presuming that all of you have had this experience. And now, what happens at this point is that all the vibrations that come from the all-pervading power of God's love around us, they enter into the 33,000 crore cell openings of the brain, and then they enter into each and every pore of our body in the sympathetic nervous system, and they flow through the Vishuddhi chakra, which is the fifth center and the fourth center above the Kundalini. This is the most important center, and with regard to this, I would like to say one thing, that the only way we can communicate with the whole world outside the love of this all-pervading power is through this chakra. Now we will play a small bhajan, a song, and you will see how this communication happens when you sing songs in praise of the divine. So let's play the bhajan, and then we move forward. The bhajan is written by a great poet called Kabir in India. Mother has often spoken about him. So let's have the bhajan. Everybody, please stay in your meditative state. Keep your attention on top of your head and both your hands and palms open.
Has enlightened my attention. I am enamored by the kingdom of my Satguru as I experience his subtle colors within me. The word has enlightened my attention, having pierced my entire body, and I experience his subtle colors. No amount of medicine can cure me, as I have risen above illness. No doubt the doctor is helpless. All men and saints cannot cross this ocean of illusion unless his subtle colors are experienced by them. Kabir has seen all colors of the world, but those of the Lord are the only ones where he experiences his subtle self. सतगुरु हो महाराज मोहे साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा सतगुरु हो महाराज मोहे साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा साईं रंग डारा शब्द की चोट लगी मोरे मन में, शब्द की चोट लगी मोरे मन में, बैठ गया तन सारा सारा साईं रंग धारा, बैठ गया तन सारा सारा साईं रंग धारा। सतगुरु हो महाराज मोटे, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा। औषधि मूल कछु नहीं लागे, औषधि मूल कछु नहीं लागे, क्या करे वैद बेचारा बेचारा साईं रंग धारा, क्या करे वैद बेचारा बेचारा साईं रंग धारा। सतगुरु हो महाराज मोटे, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा। सुर नर मुनि जन पीर होलिया, सुर नर मुनि जन पीर होलिया, को न पावे पारा पारा साईं रंग धारा, को न पावे पारा पारा साईं रंग धारा। सतगुरु हो महाराज मोटे, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा। साहिब कबीर सर्व रंग रंगिया, साहिब कबीर सर्व रंग रंगिया, सर्व रंग रंगिया हो सर्व रंग रंगिया, सर्व रंग रंगिया हो सर्व रंग रंगिया। साहिब कबीर सर्व रंग रंगिया, सब रंग ते रंग न्यारा न्यारा साईं रंग धारा, सब रंग ते रंग न्यारा न्यारा साईं रंग धारा। सतगुरु हो महाराज मोटे, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा, साईं रंग धारा साईं रंग धारा।
Please keep your meditative state. Feel your vibrations on your palms and your fingers as you are looking at Shri Mataji's photo. And just see that you are thoughtless completely. And now at this stage, we will listen to Her Holiness Shri Mataji's speech, which may be played. Thank you.
So now the other center which we have here is very important center called as the Vishuddhi Chakra. This is the center V Shuddha. One is Shuddha means pure, but V Shuddha means absolutely pure. This has got 16 petals, as we have got the cervical plexus expressed in the rose, which has also got 16 subplexes. It tallies with medical science completely. Now, this Vishuddhi Chakra is bestowed upon by the deity of Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna is the one which is the evolution of the Vishnu Tattva from there upward to the state of primordial being. He is the one who resides as the primordial being, as the whole, as the Akbar. When Muhammad Sahib talked of Akbar, he talked of Sri Krishna. This is the finger which represents this center. And he said, put these into your ears and say Allahu Akbar, you get in connection with the Virat. Now what Sahaja Yoga does is to make you in contact with the whole. It makes you in contact with the whole. It's not that it limits you, but it makes you one with the whole. But if you take to the right path, if this center is awakened, your hands become connected with the primordial being, and your hands become collectively conscious. Medically, they accept that the extremities have got something to do with the sympathetic nervous system, that far, not more than that. But in Sahaja Yoga, you'll be amazed that the vibration starts flowing through your hand when you take the name of Sri Krishna. And these vibrations, when you want to find out what are these, then you'll be amazed they relate to your centers within yourself. Even if you get 10 children who are realized souls and tie their eyes and ask them about a person who is sitting before them, what's wrong with him, they will say one finger or this finger or this finger or two fingers. Because you can feel the charring. You can feel sometimes a kind of a heat. Sometimes you may feel the numbness. If you feel the numbness on your fingers, then you must know that the person has to die. So many things you can know, all the permutations of these 7 centers and this one, 1, 5, and 6 and 7. So we have 7 centers. To understand about the centers, first you must get your realization. That is important. In the beginning, you will find the vibrations are coming, going, coming, going. It is not steady. First, you must steady yourself. Then you can find out from your hands what are the centers catching. Because these vibrations are nothing but the power of God is flowing through you. They understand these vibrations, they coordinate. They are life's force. They are the one who create all these living things, like they are the one who sprout a seed, they are the one who transform the flower into a fruit. All living work is done by these vibrations, which is called as Chaitanya, Om, Ru, cool breeze of the Holy Ghost, and all-pervading power of God. That starts flowing through you. First time you feel it. Yesterday many people felt it, and people were very happy that so many felt it, because that's a sign that here many people are going to get realization. You don't have to go anybody. You have to just practice a little bit and find out. You'll become such an expert. One person in India who got realization has so far given realization to at least 10,000 people in a village, many villages. He's a very ordinary man. We wanted him to come, but there was a kind of a visa problem, so he could not come. He's a very simple farmer, and he got his realization, and he knows so much about Sahaja Yoga that you'll be amazed. He has not been to any university, to any college or anything. But he's so knowledgeable, because once you have these vibrations, they guide you. So, the spirit sitting in your heart guides you and tells you what is right and what is wrong. If you have to ask a question, Mother, is there God? If you ask this question, immediately there will be a tremendous flow saying that it is there. Now, how to understand that these are the vibrations of God? Also, this question can come. We can judge them relatively. For example,
in one of the programs in Pune, people invited me to speak in a place which was owned by Brahmins, and they opposed it. They said, she's not a Brahmin, so we will not have her here. So they said, all right, we'll publish in the newspaper because her name has gone in the newspaper. We'll tell them that these people are so Brahminic that they don't want to have her. Of course, they didn't want to have that bad name. So they said, oh, let's have her. These people never told me what had happened. Suddenly I said, those who think who are Brahmins, come down. So 4 or 5 of them came and sat before me. These are Brahmins without knowing the Brahma. So I said, all right, put your hands before me. And they just started shaking like this, going back. I said, what's happening to you? So they said, Mother, you are Shakti, that's why it is happening to me, to us. But I said, what about others? It's not happening to others. So they turned around and said, look at these, they are also doing like this. I said, ask them from where do they come. They went and asked them, they said, we are coming from the lunatic asylum of Thana. So these fanatics who believed that they were Brahmins were reacting the same way as these lunatics. And they believed that they were Brahmins, they were not supposed to touch anybody, they were untouchables people, and they were, the one who gave them realization was from so-called untouchable, the shoemaker. Now he's become their guru of all these Brahmins and he's teaching them about God. So this center gives you the power to be one with the whole. It has many powers, but the main power it gives you is the power to be one with the whole and to have all the powers of that deity within you awakened so that you can become aware and make others also aware of it. Those people who talk too much, catch on the right vision. Those who do not talk at all, catch on the left. Those who feel guilty, catch on the left. Those who think they are all right and aggressive, they catch on the right. It's like that. So this has to be understood in right perspective. That if you misuse this center, what happens to you? So how you should give yourself a balance to improve that. But the best part of Sahaja Yoga is this, that when you get them realization, they are separated from themselves. They'll come and tell me, Mother, my Agya Chakra is catching. So if you ask them, really? Yes, Mother, very much. That means they are suffering from too much ego. But can you imagine anybody saying, Mother, I'm suffering from too much ego? Because you are separated from yourself, you see your ego, the big balloonic-like thing. You said, Mother, please remove my ego. That is how people talk to me. They will tell me, Mother, I talk too much, that's why my right Vishuddhi is catching, you better cure it. I must stop my talking too. So you start correcting yourself because you get separated from yourself. You become the spirit and the rest you see. Like I see my sari, if there's a spot, I would like to clean it. I'm not identified with the spot. So that's how it happens. You are no more identified with yourself and you start seeing the faults in you and you try to correct it. That's how you become a beautiful person, by your own attention, not by anybody else. It is you who has to do it.
So everybody, as you just heard Shrimataji say about the Vishuddhi Chakra, it has got a very important relevance in our lives. Just like all the other chakras that when we get identified with, we are able to communicate with our own chakras and find out what's wrong with them. And that way, we are able to improve upon them and allow more strands of the Kundalini to rise through our central nervous system. And as more and more Kundalini strands rise, they allow us to know the truth about ourselves. So this whole idea of Sahaja Yoga is to know oneself. Many of us really don't know ourselves because we are not identified with our chakras. So as you must be noticing that every day of the week, somebody or the other is speaking about the various chakras. This day of the week, Friday, today we are focused on the Vishuddhi Chakra. And how do you identify yourself with your Vishuddhi Chakra? Is first, we find out what were the reasons that these Vishuddhi Chakra goes out of order. And as Mother has many times explained, that it's our relationship with our sister, is the brother and sister relationship. It's the purity of that relationship that helps us keep our left Vishuddhi okay. Secondly, if we are too aggressive and we are causing pain to others and we realize it later, we catch on being guilty. And the guilt hides on our left side, which is again the left Vishuddhi. And the controlling deity here is Vishnu Maya. So all we have to do and all you have to do is keep your left hand towards the mother's photograph and your right hand come across and put it on the side and hold it from the back of the neck and turn the neck to the other side. And here you say with all your heart that, Mother, I am not guilty. Say this 16 times right now. Mother, I am not guilty. Say it in your heart. Since I am the pure spirit, I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not this intellect. I am only the pure spirit, and the spirit is born pure. So I am not guilty. So whatever I may have done, whatever wrong may have happened through me, I separate myself from that and I say with all my heart, I am not guilty. Because you're the pure spirit. And whatever you may have done in the past is forgiven when you took your self-realization. So now why hold anything in your heart or any kind of hurt that you may have given to anybody, knowingly or unknowingly? This is a very important chakra because now you can put both your hands in front, because this chakra basically helps us understand our purity in relationships with our sister or with the female aspect of God's existence, which is in women. So our relationship has to be very pure. And the power of this comes from our first chakra, which is the Muladhara chakra. The purity of the Muladhara chakra can work here beautifully if it's a combination of the Muladhara and the left Vishuddhi. And here you will feel the coolness increase on your left hand with the opening of this chakra. Vishnu Maya also represents the element of electricity, which is the when you hear the thunder in the clouds and the lightning, that is the energy of the Lord's announcement about the existence of the all-pervading power. It's a reminder to us. And that's the beauty of this chakra. It's so electrifying. Then comes the right Vishuddhi. The right Vishuddhi normally would catch if you are not a very soft-spoken person. If you are harsh, if you are shouting, if you are very angry, and you don't know how much pain you may be causing the other side. The wrong use of words, the wrong way of expressing, all this can cause you to damage your right Vishuddhi. Also saying the wrong things, the wrong mantras, they damage your left Vishuddhi. Also smoking or taking drugs or any kind of abusive things that you consume through your throat, that causes the right Vishuddhi. And the right Vishuddhi, when it's caught up, it can cause you a lot of diseases, right? The biggest being, it can lead to your heart attack. And as far as the left Vishuddhi is concerned, if it catches too much, it leads to angina. So all these are psychosomatic diseases which we catch from the catching of the Vishuddhi on the left or the right. And in the center is what Srimataji said is the throne of Lord Krishna, who is the reincarnation of Lord Vishnu. The Vishnu principle that you all must have read about is in the Nabhi. He actually incarnates back as Lord Krishna, and his 5 powers, which are connected to the 5 elements, they control this chakra, and from it we are able to, it also controls our breathing, it controls the way we speak, it controls our ears, nose, throat, eyes, and our face and our hands. And that is how we are able to communicate with the world. So these are the 3 major aspects of our Vishuddhi chakra. So we will now pray that, Mother, please open my Vishuddhi chakra. Please make me a sweet person. Now put your hand onto your center of the Vishuddhi. Keep your left hand towards Mother. Close your eyes. Put your attention on top of your head. And pray to Mother, Mother, please open my Vishuddhi chakra and allow me to feel the vibrations of your love grow in my central nervous system. If this chakra improves, your quality of communication improves. Your diplomacy improves. Your sense of diplomacy improves. You're able to communicate better with everybody. And you're able to get your point across. You also establish very beautiful relationships with different people that you want to enjoy life with. And so this has very beautiful meanings because they reflect back unto you in the form of confidence, satisfaction, and courage. And they help your personality grow. And that is one way of knowing yourself, when all the goodness comes back to you with pure expression of the Vishuddhi chakra. It's a very beautiful chakra. I will come to the close of this program by just saying one thing. In my early years, when I started practicing Sahaja Yoga, which is now almost 36 years from now, Shri Mataji, I was lucky to have spent time with her, and she opened my Vishuddhi chakra herself. And I could not imagine that I became a singer. I was able to sing. I was not able to sing at all. My throat was not good. My voice would never come out. And when this chakra opened, I was able to sing. And today I have sung more than 200 songs, which are very famous, in about 22 albums, which everybody loves to hear. These are bhajans. These are bhajans which are here to promote Sahaja Yoga, to promote her love. And as she would speak, I would write and I would compose and I would sing. And it's been now such beautiful 3 decades, or more than 3 decades of my life practicing Sahaja Yoga and sharing my music with you all. The song that you heard today was sung by me 25 years ago. And I hope when I come back to you next time, I will tell you more about my experiences with the great Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, how she molded my life, how she transformed me just because of this Vishuddhi chakra. Some more experiences, some more sharing of my songs, and mother talks as we go with a week-to-week program on the Vishuddhi chakra for all of you. I'm so glad that we have been able to start this, and I hope all of you will collect again next Friday at the same time as we started today. And we will focus on some new aspect of the Vishuddhi chakra so that we can take you more and more deeper into your identification with yourself through your Vishuddhi chakra. It's a beautiful journey. It's a journey within, and I hope you have enjoyed today's session, and I hope that you all will come back again, and we see you next Friday. May God bless you, and may all you have a great day for the rest of the day and the week. We will now take a bandhan to close this session. Let's all take a bandhan. We raise our Kundalini as you all know, 3 times. And now we take a bandhan 7 times. Thank you very much. And thank you, Team Journey Within. Again, I will see you shortly.